Hello everyone and welcome back to Mass Effect Wishlist. It's been a while, but again it's a hobby. I'm trying not to do this weekly like I said before. I'm just doing these videos for when I can. So, down to the question, what are we actually going to be covering today? Well, today we're going to be covering mod support. Choices have a little bit more impact and not just an illusion of choice. And also a customized companion or companions. So we'll start off with mod support. So with mod support, I think it's pretty much self-explanatory of why this might be a good idea, mainly just because user-generated content keeps a game alive. We can see this by Skyrim and Fallout. These are both great examples of how a game has lived way beyond its lifespan due to the creativity of the user base. Adding mod support will allow users to create their own quest, location, characters, armor, weapon, all of this. And all of this is going to be key for an RPG, which pretty much thrives on story and new experiences, and is one of the main thing which pulls the game forward. And the problem with having a game without mod support is that you only get one idea coming through, because they're all trying to follow the same objective, whereas if you get users, they can bring their own unique twist, which doesn't have to comply with the main objective of the game. Although I think this is a very long shot, I would wish it to be in there, but obviously with EA as their parent company, they may not wish to have mod support because they may wish to release their own DLCs which we've seen in like the companion appearance pack and what have you, and all their main DLCs. So possibly there might not be mod support. I now want to touch upon the next item on the list, which is choices have a bit more of an impact. RPGs nowadays all have choices in them. But the problem is, they don't really have much of an impact on the story and are more of an illusion of choice, because the same content is seen by most users with only maybe a character in the place of another with a different personality. I want this to completely change. If BioWare were to do this, make their choices have impact, I would like them to cut content or add content depending on choices you made. This was something that was going to happen with Dragon Age Inquisition. But after playing it, again, it gives you an illusion of choice. They said that, you could leave a village to just basically get destroyed, but unfortunately it never took fruition. If they could do it here, it would definitely increase the replayability as well as make for a more entertaining story, because it'd be more personalised. I think this is definitely an option that BioWare should look into, and it's actually very plausible. But unfortunately, this may not be a step they're willing to take, because they may not be willing for users to miss out on content, because a lot of people will basically voice out against this and say that they're not getting the full experience. But we'll move on to the next one. This is actually going to be customized companion or companions. So my thoughts for this is going to be something similar to Divinity Original Sin, where you actually create your characters for both the brother and the sister. Having this kind of dynamic in the game will just enhance the experience, because BioWare are very good at getting you invested in your companions, and I believe if they're given the choice to have a sibling relationship, it'll be great, and actually being able to create two characters will add a new level for this. Obviously, BioWare are going to want to have their standard companions, but for these standard companions, I want to actually customize how they look, not just change their armor set from two different versions. Similarly to what they did in Dragon Age Inquisition, I think would be a good idea, allowing you to choose the armor, and also the same as Mass Effect 1, because I think everyone wants to have their own personalised experience when they play an RPG, but when you give players two choices, it's not going to be that personal. Do I think this is plausible? Maybe. They may not try and follow this, because they may feel like this is a feature that should be unique to Dragon Age, and Mass Effect should be a more linear experience, like a Mass Effect 3, because there weren't actually that many complaints with the fact that you was only given like two customization options for your companions. So whether they're going to do this, I'm not sure, but I do hope they do. And that's it for this episode, guys. Please like and subscribe. Please come back for more. This, like I said, unless this gets a very like a following of 1,000 viewers, this is more likely going to come out when I feel like it, just because this is more of a hobby of mine, and trying to think of things for the wish list can be quite difficult, because I want to have things I can actually voice my opinion on. so bear that in mind. But please subscribe if you've liked the video and give it a thumbs up. Thank you guys, and tune in for the next, whenever that may be.